everybody? Today we got Stim by Kilo Labs. This is their compliant pre-workout and the one they're moving towards. Gotta see. If it's a hit or some trash, huge shout for them to send this over. But, gotta keep it honest, keep it fair. Welcome to the first YouTube video, the Cloud Supplements channel. We're gonna start off with flavor and mixability. Describe the flavor profile is 85% of a sour lemonade, and you really get the lemon there. It tastes like real lemon concentrate. Then 15% wave of raspberry at the very end. I would say it's very accurate to the flavor description of Mother Pucker. It definitely made me pucker a little bit, but it's not too much. So if you're not sourhead, you can drink it for sure. Now, let's go over label. Obviously, they can lie, but not everyone does, and I believe they're pretty honest on this. 7,000 milligrams citrulline malate. Now, they didn't specify whether it's 2-1 or 1-1, so I'm going to have to assume it's 1-1, and unfortunately, that brings us just under the clinical dose of 3.5 grams. Next, we got beta-alanine at 3.5 grams. More on that later. That boy was a hitter, and you know what GGH says? Gotta feel the betas to be an alpha. We felt them today. Then, we got a clinical dose, 2.5 grams, betaine anhydrous. That's for the power output. Decreases muscular fatigue. Good ingredient. We got a gram of Agmass, trademarked agmatine sulfate. That helps with the citrulline. It's going to deliver good pumps. Next, for focus, got 500 milligrams of DMAE. It's a pretty solid dose. It's a great ingredient, not to be confused with DMAA, DMHA, any of those hitters. This is a nootropic ingredient. After that, we got 350 milligrams of the stimulant, caffeine anhydrous. This is not a daily pre-workout. You could scoop it at 2/3 scoop, and it probably could be, but at that dose of caffeine, it's a little high for daily. Then, this is my favorite ingredient. This is what makes a hitter, in my opinion. 300 milligrams of rehydrantsis 10-to-1 herbal extract. That's going to yield about 270 milligrams of potent rehydrantsis. That is my favorite stimulant personally. It just puts me in a happy mood. Makes me want to lift the weights and just have a good time. The music sounds better. Theobromine, 98%, 150 milligrams. Solid ingredient. Helps with caffeine. I haven't tried it on its own, so I can't personally say if it works, but I think there's enough research to say it does something. Then we got 100 milligrams of dicaffeine malate as infant energy. If you need more energy than this, you need to take a little tolerance break, because this is high energy, high stim. It's high stim for a reason. This would definitely be a high stim Saturday type of pre. You don't always need the exotics to have a good workout. 50 milligrams of cocoa burn, cocoa alloys, had a sweating effect. I definitely felt it through my workout. Then finally, 98% alpha yo at a milligram. That's a low dose, but you're going to feel it. It's the most, gram for gram, most powerful stimulant on the market. Let's talk about the beta tingles. 9.5 out of 10. Holy cow, this puppy was strong in the beta area. I was tingling for my entire workout, and yeah, with intensity. Now, it wasn't unbearable, and I enjoyed the tingles somewhat. It wasn't unbearable. You can get through your workout. It doesn't affect it, but it's almost to that point, and I'm not marking them down for that because I enjoyed it a lot. Really want you can't not work out on this. If you take this, you're at the gym. The energy. This is where it really, really shines. I did not want to stop lifting after I took this. Dude, I went 45 minutes, no more than 45 seconds of a break. I was just lifting. It was a back day. Dude, it just made me feel good. Made me want to attack the weights. Not in a violent way, in a happy way. I was jamming to the music. It was just an awesome time. Then, near the end of the workout, energy's going to go from 9 to like a 7.5, and a nice wave of euphoria is going to kick in. That might have been my favorite part. It feels awesome. It's a medium level euphoria. It's not going to be like a Dark Labs here, nothing like that, but it's very solid euphoria. You're going to enjoy it for sure. Maybe do a few extra reps, a few extra sets actually. Went back to do more pull-ups. It's just a fun time. You're going to enjoy training on this one like I did. I will say the one con is, since you're lifting so much, you should take breaks. You don't want to, though, and my heart rate went up. It stayed around 150, anywhere to even 170 through the lift. Felt a little bit uncomfortable, but it's going to happen. You got to pace yourself, even if you want to keep going. It kicks in within 5-10 minutes, so you don't have to wait a long time before the gym. Just get there. Take it on your drive. Don't take it before. Let's talk about the come down / crash. I didn't notice a big crash on this at all, which was nice. There's a slight crash with anything this strong, that much caffeine, it's a good amount of urea. You're going to feel a little bit of a crash, but it really wasn't bad. Maybe 2 to 3 out of 10. I could do stuff after. Now, For the dehydration, I didn't feel it caused that. However, so someone talking about manual breathing versus just breathing without thinking about that. You do have to do that a little bit. You got to think about your breathing because you're going so hard. Now, if you have a light workout, you're not going to want to because this thing's so good. Your breathing should be fine, but if you work out with intensity, you're going to have to not worry about it, but just you may have to focus on it for a couple sets. Just make sure you're doing it. You don't pass out. Honestly, this was just such an awesome experience. I'm not saying this because they sent this. I'm super grateful they did. But this was just such an awesome pre. I would say this is the second best pre-workout I've ever had. Number one's got to be the El Jefe Gorilla. I lost the footage to that review, but that one, I believe, had even more urea. And that might be why. They were quite similar. I would say the Hef had better pumps. But this one, the energy was insane. The pumps were good because I stacked the FSU on them. But you won't complain about them either way with the agmatine and the citrulline. They're nothing to cry about. And then the Euphoria, I would say it's the best Euphoria I've had on a product. I actually felt it kicking, and I don't feel Euphoria at all. Overall, I got to give this puppy for the first review a 10 out of 10. It was just awesome to train on. Highly recommend it. You can use my code G4FIT, thekilolabs.com website. But again, I'm not saying this because I'm sponsored. Told me to give an honest review, and that is my honest review. I was hoping I'd like it, and it exceeded my expectations. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, I appreciate it. Please drop a subscribe if you enjoyed this longer form of content video. It takes me a lot longer to do. Next time, DM me on Instagram if you want to send me any of your products for a review. I'd be happy to do it. Yeah, I'm out.